there, it's Eve here from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you are all having a nice Easter. So I am about to do a reading first on Jisoo from Blackpink and V from BTS, and that's by popular demand. And then I'm going to be doing an update on Rosie and Jungkook straight after, because that's been very popular as well. So I hope you are all keeping safe and well. And oh yes, please remember to comment if you wish to, like and subscribe. And just to say, I appreciate you all. So I'm just going to see what messages we get. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards now. So messages about Jisoo from Blackpink and V from BTS, how they're doing and if they are together at all. Please tell us the messages that we're allowed to know about Jisoo and V. Are they in a friendship or relationship? What's happening with these two? So, Jisoo and V, how are they doing? Messages about Jisoo and V. Jisoo and V. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put these down, see what we get. If you can see these. So I'll just put these to one side. So what's the first card that we have? The first card is actually the heart chakra. So I'll put that a bit closer so you can see it. And so this card relates to unconditional love, and the heart chakra is believed to transcend the mind, body and soul, and it is all about kindness, peace, compassion and healing. So because this card has come up, it means that this couple, Jisoo and V, are heart-centered and have higher levels of energy for each other, which is a good omen because it means they have more times of happiness together than unhappy times. The reason for this is because they tend to be on better vibes than other people. So what I'm getting from this, I'm being told they are a compatible couple who have been given a chance to cleanse their energies and work through some of their life purposes together. So I'm getting that they were friends for a long time, and now they are trying to sort of blossom a romance, which is what they want to progress a romance here. So there's some romance going on between these two. I feel that Jisoo and V are both working on their own characters and self-development. They want happiness for those close to them, and they are interested in helping others and supporting things like charities, and they want to help their community, so that's good. They are also from the backgrounds that have been taught, they've been taught in their upbringings to respect their elders and listen to their advice, and they do. I also feel that wealth comes easily to them and naturally to them, but they don't like to depend on it. They have higher priorities, so that's good, because they see wealth as something to be used for happiness and universal goodness type of thing, rather than an ego flashy lifestyle. So what I'm getting at here is they're not interested in having wealth to show off to their families or friends or fans or anything. So that's very good. So their relationship, and they do have one growing here, is actually based on wanting to bring peace and happiness to each other. So they are guided by their heart chakras, and this makes them a lot more optimistic and happier in this relationship together than they would be with other people. So they're suited like that, and that's obviously drawn them together, because people who vibe alike are drawn together. You know the saying, birds of a feather flock together. Well, that's what's happened. I think these two try to understand each other too, but naturally they will face some challenges and problems. But the main thing with these two is overcoming these struggles, and they do, because they vibe similar. So this strengthens their bond and helps their relationship and gives them more respect for each other. So let's see what else we have in this reading. So next we have joy and stability. So that's a very lively card, and I like all the yellow and all the speckles and circles on that one. So their relationship has some stability already, and they have this peaceful oneness when they spend time together. It's very relaxing and it makes them feel happy, and they don't get that from other people. So this was not love at first sight though. I'm actually getting that neither of them believe in that anyway, because they're quite practical people, but they do both want stability and security. So that's another reason they've come together. Also, they have taken their time to get to know each other better and have been very cautious because of the industry they are in. I do see that Jisoo is a bit more mature than V, and she doesn't hesitate to remind him of that, especially if he's showing off about something to her. So that's good. She kind of keeps his feet on the ground. So what I do get from all this is their romance has been growing slowly. So they do feel some romantic feelings for each other. And they do have a unique connection together between them. I feel like they share a similar mindset. So because of that, they know about each other. There's a feeling of, I kind of know what you're about because I'm about that too. So I am getting that as a couple, they are unselfish and caring and accept both the not so good things about each other and the better things about each other. So basically they accept each other with a kind of enthusiasm which helps their compatibility and bond. Well, I think a lot of people would be better off doing that. You know, it helps stop arguments if you can kind of understand your partner better, you know, put yourself in their shoes more. Yeah, they do get each other. I feel like they have a lot in common, and this is why they get on so well and have paired up, because they both like and are interested in, and they do this writing, singing, dancing, reading, and they both love nature. And you know, they're just very arty, and this is what they talk about together, because all the things they are interested in together are creative. They're very creative people, and the things they want to do and do in life are about creating something interesting. So that keeps them interested in the relationship together, because they talk about these interesting things together. And also I feel they have a very light, it's light-hearted, their romance, and that's kind of their nature towards each other, so that helps. Yeah, they don't take it all dead serious. They are keeping some secrets, but this is because of the industry they are in. And the secrets I'm getting that they're keeping are to do with their feelings for each other, And I do feel a lot of suppressed emotions here. They are afraid to show this everything and their feelings for each other, especially in public, or you know, when they think they're being watched, because they are not allowed to. Yeah, and that kind of plays heavy on them. So I feel sorry for them there. So we'll see what else we've got in the reading. So the next card is listen. So put that where you can see it. So so I feel like these two listen to each other, and you can see that in this card. This guy's just literally listening. He's got his hands together, and that's what he's doing. So, and you know, they're about understanding each other, and that is important when you're trying to nurture a relationship, which is what they're doing. I think Jisoo is attracted to V because of his witty sense of humour, and she thinks of him as strong and balanced. I think that V is attracted to Jisoo because she is like a self-reliable young woman, and she's not over the top with her emotions. He doesn't like really emotional women because he doesn't know what to do with that. So she's balanced with her emotions. It doesn't mean she doesn't have any emotions, but she can keep them under control. And they have the same goals in life. They are both very ambitious and hardworking, and they're working towards the same things in the music business. So that helps. I also feel like they are both fighters in life in general. What I mean is, if life's problems come up and try to knock them over, they have enough fight to get back up, dust themselves off, and try even harder. And this is the mentality that they've been focused on, which has helped them with their bands and make their bands successful. That's the spirit that these, you know, their management agencies look for, as well as their talents, because, you know, the music business is hard to survive, and you need that sort of temperament to survive it. So it's helped their relationship too. They're not the type of people to back down, and I do feel this this will help them build their relationship too, in the way that they're not going to give up easily. A bit like within their careers, you know, they've decided there's something between them. They've recognised the bond, there's romance here, and they're like, yeah, we're going to keep going at this, whatever's thrown at us. So, and the next card is Blossom, and that's a lovely card too. And there she is, the lady with it all blossoming all around her, and she's really trying to make that work. So like Jisoo really putting that to work there with the relationship. So this card is all about them nurturing their relationship. I do feel they are sensible and level-headed about it, because they want it to be steady and stable. That's what they like, and I feel this will make it easier for them to maintain a long-term relationship. The one difficulty they do face that I see is the demanding long hours of their music careers. And as performers, they are both very dedicated to their singing careers. So this doesn't give loads of time left over for romance. I do feel V is a little conservative in his outlook to life, because he likes to stick to male traditions that he was probably raised with. So I think Jisoo will teach him to be more flexible with that, because you know, if they ever did land up being together permanently, she's not going to be with the stay-at-home mom and never work again type of girl. But I feel because Jisoo is much more flexible with her ideas and beliefs, I think she's better at balancing a career, family and friends, and understands that many women balance careers and relationships and don't just concentrate only on their careers or only on their families or whatever. So I feel it's no coincidence that these two met through work, as they literally both don't have much time to socialise away from their careers. They are bound by a lot of rules with their contracts. So I feel they have been taking their time nurturing this romantic relationship, and they have put lots of thought in to what they are doing. And I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of these K-pop romances, they're with similar idols, and I don't think that's a mistake. I think although their management agencies don't encourage them to have relationships, if they know they're going to and they can't stop them, I think they only let them socialise with certain people. It does seem to be that way, who have the same ambitions and sort of wealth and everything. So anyway, I feel they have been taking their time nurturing this romantic relationship, and they have put lots of thought into what they're doing. They have planned it bit by bit to fit in with their careers. So they are hoping to build a future together. So I think the biggest problem they will have is how to balance their two careers and still manage to develop and grow this relationship. So I feel they need to have faith and open themselves up to each other and really talk about how they're going to do this, because I feel Jisoo and V do get along quite well together. So if they can find a way to balance the needs of their relationship with their very busy, demanding careers, they could even maintain a long-term relationship together, because they do have feelings for each other, which have got stronger over the past few months. And these two are tougher than some of the other K-pop idols in the way that they could stick it if they're given enough time to be together. So that's the end of that reading, and I hope you enjoyed that. So now I'm going to move on to Rosie and Jungkook, which is quite a few people have asked for this as well. So this is an update. So I'll get a different pack for this. So I'm gonna shuffle this pack well. I haven't used this one for a little while. So please tell us messages about Rosie from Blackpink and Jungkook from BTS. So how is their relationship going on these days? Please tell us anything we're allowed to know about Rosie and Jungkook. So Rosie and Jungkook. Rosie and Jungkook. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. I'll put those cards to one side. So let's see what the first card is. And the first card is the Wheel of Fortune, and that's a lovely card, and that really is very like spring. It's lovely with the blackberries and the flowers and the ladybird. That's a very good card for Easter. So anyway, so this card actually relates to it's about a change of luck or a change in fortune for them. So so some good times are on their way for these two as a couple. So that's some good news. So I feel this is about there has been a shift in attitude and their circumstances are about to change. This is quite a deep card when it comes to relationships. So, and it's more of a reminder that the road to love is never a straight path, and there will be some winding and twisting and ups and downs. So I feel this relates to just some minor conflicts they've had, but this is mainly because of the stress of their careers and the hours they have to work. So they put in a lot of hours practicing. That's even before they go on stage, and you know, that doesn't leave very much time for their relationship, I'm getting. But they have been quick to settle any stress and bickering and come to a compromise, even though they can both be, I'm getting, a bit headstrong with each other. So, you know, they like their own ways sometimes, but this seems to have settled down now, and they do have a good friendship romance going on. They sort of know how to settle that. I feel they chat a lot, even on the phone when they can't be together, and talk about their interests a lot. And I feel these two are both interested in getting higher with their careers, you know, doing even more. But I do see these are the opposites. They're an opposites attract couple in many ways, especially personality wise, and things they like to do away from their careers. But something I do see that they have in common is intellect, and they love chatting about a lot of subjects and have a good laugh together, and this has really helped their relationship carry on. But I do see that there are differences. Jungkook likes to be practical, and he likes to plan everything and organise everything in his life. The things he does, to even maybe the things he has in his room. So he'll be very organised, tidy and clean. Cleaning up a lot, that type of person. And he loves a routine. But Rosie is the complete opposite. Who likes to do things on the spur of the moment and likes excitement and surprises, and so not always so bothered about tidying up all the time. So this is about there's going to be a shift in attitude towards each other, and they are going to be more understanding to each other's needs about those things. You know, they're going to laugh about it a bit more, and you know, because that's not so serious, is it? Because they have grown closer, these two, over time, and they are moving forward and deciding on the things that they want, and the things that will make them both happy. So they're deciding things like whether they want it to carry on or not, whether they can fit it in or not, but they are still in a romance at the moment. So the next card we have is the Lovers, and that's a beautiful card. There's two swans on that, and that is lovely. Romantic swans that have this bond together on the water, meeting up like Rosie and Jungkook look in secret without anyone about. So that's lovely. So this card does in fact indicate a deep connection between these two. And I also see we have the Two of Cups next to it. So yeah, that is quite a deep romantic connection between these two. That's what that means. So yeah. So I feel with this Lovers card, there's a lot of attraction and chemistry between these two. And I do feel that Jungkook feels that Rosie is hot. And because opposites attract each other all the time, you know, because opposites see in the other person what they think they are missing in themselves, and that's literally the attraction. So I feel they are still finding their way in this relationship, and there are people connected to them reminding them not to make any hasty decisions or rush in seriously about this. People are reminding them that their careers must come first. Basically, there are many people interfering with this. I mean, they're giving them advice, but so it makes them not sure what to do. But they feel they need some time out from that, and I agree with them there. And so this has become their relationship, their secret relationship has become a nice distraction for them to have something for themselves. I feel people are questioning their relationship, but they are trying to build it and build something longer term on mutual respect, and make sure it is right for both of them. I mean, they're not totally sure because they've got all these other people saying things, but they're carrying on with it, and they feel they can do that by themselves. They do think they're old enough, even though other people think they haven't had enough life experience about that. I do think they have some fun and excitement together though, and share some common interests, books they like and music they like together, and I think they would like to work together and do a collab together, but whether they're ever going to be allowed that is another thing. So so the next card is the King of Swords. So I think Rosie is attracted to Jungkook because she sees him as a bit of a James Bond character, personality wise, you know, well groomed, competent, sexy and intelligent. So this is also about Rosie and Jungkook thinking and talking about their romance in secret. They are trying to get clear and decide what they might want for it, if they can move it forward anymore or not, or whether it's too exhausting trying to do their careers and this as well. Things like if they want the same things. These two haven't had much experience, I'm getting, with past relationships. So they have been taking it step by step. So let's see what else. So, and the last card is the Two of Cups, which is another lovely card with a sandy beach and a crab, and that's lovely. So I am getting that the romance between Rosie and Jungkook is going along nicely at the moment. This is like a first love relationship, if any of you have experienced that. They do have some feelings and love for each other, for definite. I see people close to them trying to give them advice a lot, especially people like their management team who feel that they should forget about their romance and concentrate on their careers more, as they think it is like too much of a distraction for these two to be in a romance. But they still meet up in secret when they can, and still want to carry on with this romance at the moment. But they do find it difficult because some of the time they are exhausted from their performances, as they literally practice for hours on end. So the little bit of time free they can be together is not as much time as they would like to have together. So I hope they can somehow keep the faith, because with this card is about the potential is there for something lasting. That's what this card is, but it's down to them to work and nurture this relationship. But they're very young and they don't have a lot of time, so that is the opposition to it. So I hope they can get over that and work it out. So But again, I'm guessing that there are too many people willing them not to stay together. And they're people in the industry, because I think Rosie and Jungkook treat each other themselves. They treat each other with love and compassion and understanding, because at the end of the day they're in the same boat, both in the same business with the same restrictions and pressures and rules, and yet they are both wanting the same things, even career wise, because they're both very focused and ambitious. And I feel that Rosie is a very friendly and open person, and Jungkook really likes that about her. And so because Rosie is so easy to talk to and chats quite a lot, they are never short of things to say to each other, even over the phone, because Rosie likes to chat about everything. So they have long, interesting conversations, which Jungkook finds interesting as well, and generally have a lot of fun together. I feel like they are both interested in making the world a better place, and I'll join them on that, because that is definitely a good cause. And they do have similar principles and values, and I feel like this would be from their upbringings, because they do have quite strict upbringings. I feel Jungkook likes to really make Rosie feel special, and he does achieve that. And he likes to come up with fun ideas of what they can do together next, and that's what she likes, and he knows that. She likes surprises and fun. So I feel although they have very different personalities from each other, but when they're having this fun together, they don't notice their differences, and because they're having such a good time, they're just engrossed in the moment, having fun. So that's good about their relationship. I do think they're very supportive to each other, especially about achieving any goals, and Rosie's very good with that. I feel the more time they spend together, the closer they will grow. But you know, they do have their little moments of disagreements, like any young couple in a relationship, because they're adjusting to this being in a romance, because they haven't had much experience with romances. But I feel they both have a good sense of humour here, and can laugh anything like that off in the end, you know, afterwards. And they're very young, and only time will tell if they can make this romance last, because of all the pressures being put on them from the industry to forget about romance and concentrate only on their careers for now. Whatever happens, they will still have a good bond, but I personally hope it lasts for them, only if that's what they want, because as people grow older, things change. They might want different things or like different people, but at the moment that's a good romance between Rosie and Jungkook that they're just trying to nurture. So as long as they're happy at the moment, we're happy, aren't we? So that's the end of the reading, and I hope you have a really nice Easter, and take care and stay safe, and I'm wishing you all well, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading.